All right, in three, two. Welcome back to Toyota Sports Talk. We're getting closer and closer to the Summer Olympics in Paris. Now, if you follow swimming, tell you what, the DMV is going to be well represented in this year's Paris Olympics. Four different women swimmers will be representing the DMV and our country at the Olympics. Several from Stone Ridge in Bethesda. One of them right now, Erin Gemmell, first-time Olympian. Erin, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
That first time Olympian label. How does that sound?
It sounds surreal still. It's crazy and it's a dream come true.
Yeah, explain that dream a little bit because you've obviously grown up swimming. Swimming's basically been your life with both your parents and at Stone Ridge, and then Katie Ledecky obviously was a role model of yours. So, when did this dream kind of start for you?
Yeah, I think it really started when my brother made the team back in 2012 and it really just took off from there. I mean, at that point we didn't live in Maryland yet, and
Yeah.
then pretty soon after that we moved to Maryland, and I just started being able to hang around Katie a little bit and just get to see all of these amazing swimmers, and it kind of grew from there.
So to touch fourth and realizing that dream and seeing the scoreboard and what was that moment like in the pool exactly when you touched?
I mean, if you look at pictures, I think you can see it on my face. I was just kind of shocked. I mean, everyone tells you that you have to believe in yourself, and you do, but even up to that point, I kind of had a little part of me that was trying to say, like, don't get your hopes up. You don't want to be disappointed. So when it actually happened, I was just kind of shocked.
So you're going to be a member of the 4x200 freestyle relay. And also, you're going to be competing individually in the 200-meter freestyle. Congratulations. What was that news like?
That was just really kind of that doesn't really happen. I mean, usually, you get top two in an event, you get to swim it individually, but Team USA is just so blessed to have so many people who have busy schedules and who have made multiple individual events that the opportunity was given to me because they decided, my schedule is too busy with the two free, we'll drop it. And I just I don't want to take that for granted at all because it's not every day you're fourth place and getting to swim an event individually.
What is the benefit for you to just be able to focus on one event? 200 freestyle. That's it. That's your focus from now until the Olympics. How big of a benefit is that?
I mean, I think it makes it easier to train. You don't have to worry about, oh, I have to train for longer, I have to train for
Yeah.
shorter. You have a really short, a really small sweet spot you're going for. And I think it also just makes the whole thing seem more manageable. I'm best at the two free. I know that that's something I can do and that I'm ready to handle it at the Olympics like I would at any other swim meet.
All right, explain your relationship, friendship with Katie Ledecky, because obviously I've seen the pictures, you dressing up as Katie in Halloween. Seems like she's been a role model, and you guys have a really special relationship.
Yeah, I first met her when my dad started coaching her back in fall of 2012. And, at that point, I was just kind of a little bit terrified because she was this awesome
Yeah.
elite swimmer and I was just a 7-year-old. Um, but, I got to see her train and I went to the same high school as her. And as I've grown up, we've and started to swim in the same events as her in the same races and even next to her, it's become more of a kind of teammates friendship kind of thing other instead of just being in awe of her.
Right. Yeah, and I loved her. I love the reaction after the 200 free at this trials. Katie went right to you and gave you a hug. What was that like?
It's just so special, like getting to share a moment like that with someone
Yeah.
is it just makes it even more special. I think people don't realize the extent to which not even just me and Katie, but everyone to a certain extent in those heats knows each other and has spent time with each other. So it's just great when you get to share a moment like that.
So first time Olympian. How do you find that balance, Erin, of enjoying the experience, taking it all in, but it's also a business trip?
Yeah, I think it can be hard, I'm getting all this like cool Team USA swag, and I'm going to Croatia for training trip, and I'm going to Paris, but it's yeah, you definitely have to keep it separate. Like, I'm not here for touristing. I'm here to do work, and I have to be ready to do what I need to do.
So you're going to be part of this relay, and I love the dynamic of this relay because um, took silver in Tokyo. There's a lot of pride in the relays, and there's this rivalry with Australia, which I love. I think is so good for the sport. How much, I guess, point of pride is there among Team USA, especially your relay, to get the gold? Because we know Australia, what they did at the World, so there's a little bit of an extra layer to all this.
Yeah, I mean, we're always trying our best to represent our country to the best extent we can. And, sometimes you go in knowing that it's going to be a little bit of an uphill battle, but I know that we're not afraid of that and we're ready to just throw down.
I love that. Throw down, absolutely. So you're 19, right?
Yes.
You're probably gonna be one of the youngest members of Team USA in any sport. How much pride do you take in that? I mean, 19 years old, you're an Olympian. That doesn't happen too often.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's crazy that I'm doing all this and I'm still a teenager, and it makes me more excited for the future. I have time. Maybe I'll make a second one of these
Of
things. Who
course,
knows?
right? Yeah, and you mentioned Stone Ridge because we got Katie, we got yourself, and we got Phoebe Bacon, who I also talked to. That's pretty impressive. So what's in the water at Stone Ridge? Because I want some of that.
Yeah, I think it's just that everyone there has always been so supportive of us. Like, I think maybe going to another school, you wouldn't be able to just casually say you're missing a week for a swim meet multiple times a year, and they'd be so accommodating. But I think it's really just the supportive environment over there that really helps us be able to reach our potential.
To represent your country, to represent this region. So let's talk about this DMV region because that's where this kind of foundation was laid for you. Your athletic competition, how you kind of learned swimming. What's it like to represent this region alongside Katie, Phoebe, and Tori?
I mean, it's great. I know that like the DMV has always been so good at swimming, Michael Phelps
Yeah, of
too.
course.
So it's just amazing that we just kind of keep managing to make so many great swimmers.
And then how much pride do you have the red, white, and blue representing this country on the biggest stage?
It's I'm so proud every time I get my new gear and I get to see all the flags all over everything. I do my nails the American flag every time I'm at an international meet, and everyone wants to just manage to get that gold medal and hear the national anthem.
Along those lines, Erin, have you allowed yourself to visualize maybe standing on the podium, maybe being a part of that relay team, getting a medal around your neck? That's a big part of all this, right? There's the grind aspect, the physicality, but also the mental, the visualization. Have you allowed yourself to kind of go down that road yet?
No, I mean, I think that because of experiences I've had in the past, 2 years ago I missed a world's team by one spot. I think I try more to live in the moment and to try and not let myself be disappointed, because obviously even being there is crazy, and I think I have to try and remember that every step of the way is still important and it can be fun, and it's still something that I should treasure.
And how about your family? Family of swimmers, your pops, your brother, your mom. What kind of impact have they had to get to where you are right now?
So much. I mean, my brother has been an inspiration for me, and also, one of my number one cheerleaders. My dad was my coach for many years, and I definitely owe a lot of this to him. And my mom is always just there supporting me and keeping up with all of the swim news and keeping up with all the times. And I definitely don't take having a family that is so invested in my career for granted.
Well said. Erin Gemmell, first time Olympian. Appreciate your time and enjoy the experience, okay?
Thank you.
All right, much more to come right here on Toyota Sports Talk. Stay with us.